Have you ever felt that there are people who, without even raising their voice, can completely disturb your inner peace? People who seem to carry an invisible cloud wherever they go. You talk to them for just a few minutes, and when the conversation ends, something inside you feels heavy, exhausted, as if your energy has been slowly drained away. Perhaps you try to be understanding. You try to stay calm. You respond with kindness. You even find yourself justifying their behavior. But deep in your heart, you know something. There are relationships that dim your light. And if you do not learn how to protect that light, you will suffer because of it. You are not exaggerating. Your energy is sacred. Your inner peace is a space that deserves to be protected. On the spiritual path, learning to protect your peace is not selfishness. It is a profound act of self-love. Buddhism teaches a very clear truth. You cannot control how other people behave, but you can learn not to allow their darkness to invade your mind. In this video, I am going to share with you 10 profound Buddhist keys for dealing with toxic people without losing your inner peace. This is not about fighting. It is not about running away. It is about elevating your awareness to a level where provocations no longer have power over you. Because when you learn to protect your energy, something extraordinary happens. Toxic people lose access to your inner world. But before we begin, I invite you to do something simple. If this kind of content resonates with you, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Here at The Soul Journey, we explore timeless teachings that can transform the way you live, think, and relate to the world. Now, let me tell you a story. In an ancient monastery hidden among mist-covered mountains, there lived a young monk who had been troubled for weeks. One afternoon, unable to contain his frustration any longer, he walked to the oldest master in the temple. "Master," he said with visible irritation, "there is a monk here who constantly criticizes me. He interrupts me when I speak. He mocks my mistakes. And he makes comments that wound me deeply. Every time I see him, my mind fills with anger, and I completely lose my peace." The old master looked at him calmly for a few moments. Then he asked an unexpected question. "Tell me, if someone tries to give you a gift and you choose not to accept it, to whom does that gift still belong?" The young monk thought for a moment before answering. "To the person offering it." The master smiled gently. "The same is true of insults, provocations, and contempt. If you do not accept them, they continue to belong to the one who brings them." The young monk fell silent. But this time it was not because of anger. It was because, for the first time, he had understood something profound. Very often, true suffering does not come from what other people say or do. It comes from what we choose to carry within our own hearts. And that is the great lesson we will explore today. Because when it comes to toxic people, people who criticize, manipulate, provoke, or try to drain your energy, true wisdom is not about defeating them or confronting them. It is about learning something far more powerful. Not allowing their energy to govern your mind. Take a deep breath. Open your mind. And prepare to discover 10 Buddhist keys to protecting your inner peace, even when the world around you seems full of chaos. Let's begin with the first one. 1. Don't take anything personally. One of the most liberating insights offered by Buddhist wisdom is this. Most people's actions have very little to do with you and almost everything to do with the state of their own mind. When someone criticizes you, judges you, or responds with aggression, your automatic reaction is often to ask yourself, "What did I do wrong? Why are they treating me this way? What do they have against me?" But the truth goes much deeper. Every person speaks from their own story. From their wounds. From their fears. From the way they see the world. The words that come out of their mouth are often nothing more than a reflection of what is happening inside their mind. A heart filled with peace speaks calmly. But a mind filled with frustration, fear, or resentment will inevitably project those emotions outward. Ancient Zen masters explained it very simply. When someone throws poison at you, that poison was already inside them. Understanding this does not mean excusing bad behavior. It means refusing to carry something that was never yours to begin with. Every time you take criticism personally, you allow someone else's energy to enter your inner space. And when that happens, you lose something incredibly valuable. Your peace. But when you develop the ability to observe without absorbing, something powerful begins to happen. The words of others lose their ability to wound you. Provocations stop pulling you into emotional storms. And your mind becomes steady, even in difficult situations. Always remember this. Not everything someone says about you is actually about you. More often than not, it is simply a reflection of the world they carry within themselves. And when you truly understand this, you stop reacting from your wounds and start responding from awareness. That is where real inner freedom begins. 2. Protect your energy before your pride. Some people don't need to shout to disturb your peace. Sometimes all it takes is a short conversation, a negative look, or a constant attitude of complaining. And little by little, your energy starts to feel heavy. You walk away from the interaction feeling drained. This happens because human beings interact on more than just a physical level. Buddhism teaches that our thoughts and emotions create an energetic presence that influences both our environment and the people around us. That is why there are places where you instantly feel calm, and others where something feels uncomfortable without you knowing exactly why. People work the same way. Some radiate peace, clarity, and well-being. Others unconsciously spread confusion, drama, and conflict. That is why protecting your energy is a fundamental spiritual skill. Before meeting someone who usually disturbs your peace, pause for a moment. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Imagine a soft golden light surrounding your entire body. A sphere of calm expanding outward from your heart. This is not a wall of rejection. It is a reminder. A silent message to yourself. I am present. I am at peace. And I will not absorb what does not belong to me. When you practice this intentionally, your mindset changes. Your emotions become clearer. Your presence becomes stronger. And something interesting happens. The negativity of others often loses its power in front of someone who remains centered. Because toxic energy feeds on reaction. But when it encounters calmness, it begins to dissolve. Remember this. Just as you close the door of your home to protect your rest, you can learn to close your inner space to protect your peace. And when your energy is protected, many things that once affected you simply stop getting in.